All right, everybody. Here's your Tuesday night, Wednesday morning video to set up the rest of the week. Hope you're having a great week. I know everyone's reading the book based on what everyone's sending me. Everyone's reading the book. And surprisingly, again, like I said before, just a ton of people really liking Holden, which is interesting, I think. But I'm good with that. No problem with that. My video, all I want to do today is describe to you what your Friday video needs to look like. This is the whole purpose. I don't think this really gives anything away right here. By the way, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the events, but I know you're probably on chapter 15 or 17 or whatever right now. The deal is you got to finish the book before you do your video, though. You need to finish the book before you do your video for Friday. And actually, I think I might extend the deadline even to Saturday for the video. But if you could get it to me Friday or Saturday, I'll put the due date up there. Let's see. And you're also going to turn in the document, this other document right here, where you're marking down some of the situations here that you're writing about. This is going to be turned in with your video. Okay. This document here is the document that's shared, that will be shared with this video. And it talks about what your Friday video needs to look like. Just a reminder, by the way, we have backed up to just one journal per week. If you've been reading my journal, which a few of you have, you see that I'm having trouble coming up with the new ideas for the journal. So you can go back to one a week on the journal. And I think that's it. So here's what we're going to do in your video. You can see it's going to be a 3-part presentation, 3 to 5 minutes. If you could try to stay focused within that time, that would be great, because I do want to watch your entire video. And it's going to be 3 parts, 3 of the same thing, essentially, using 3 different situations. So I've got a list down here of feelings, situations, and symbols that I made when I was finishing the book yesterday and today. So here's feelings, Holden's feeling. Here are situations, Holden's in. And here are some of the symbols that Salinger talks about in these situations. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one from each list and discuss it. Okay, and and you're going to do it 3 different times. So about a minute to a minute and a half per situation, okay, per part of your topic, and then you'll move on to a second one. So right up here, it says 3 parts to this presentation. Choose a feeling, a situation, a symbol, talk about it, do it again, and then do it again. Okay, so 3 different times. I'll give you an example right now, and this is the example that I wrote in this part right here, and I could talk about in the video. So you would say, so I think Holden felt loneliness in the section where he was walking on Fifth Avenue, and he was talking about every time he got to the intersection, he felt like he was disappearing. He was talking about his brother, and he was just so lonely at that moment and really wanting to see somebody. And he's felt loneliness throughout the novel, as have other people. And at that point, he decided to go see Phoebe, who is number 16 on the symbols. And I think Phoebe, for him, it symbolizes safety and comfort and youth and all of those different things that he is longing for and hoping for. So I think you can see his loneliness leads him to during that walk, feel even some sadness as well and want to disappear. And then he clearly goes back to what is comfortable for him, and he wants to go see Phoebe. Okay, so I don't know how long that was, but that'd be 1/3 of your video. Okay, so I chose one from here, and one from here, connected them all. Okay, you're going to do that 3 times in your video. I did say right here to plan ahead for what you're going to talk about. Okay, I've got a little cheat sheet right here. There's my 3 things I was going to talk about: loneliness and Sally, and actors is another one that you could do. This was, if I were to do a second one, I could do this. I did loneliness and Fifth Avenue and Phoebe. So plan in advance what you want to do, so that you can talk about them and be organized with it and be pretty quick with it. So that's one section. You'll do that 3 different times. I did write right here that if the third part of your video only covers something from 2 of the lists, I'm good with that. If you don't want to connect the feeling, you just want to do a situation, a symbol, or something for the third part of your video, I am good with that. This last part here says, don't look anything up. Don't look anything up. I've told you that a million times. I don't care what the experts think. I care what you think. There's not a wrong answer. What you think is what you think. So you are correct. Put a couple extra credit things down here at the bottom. As you know, extra credit's not a thing right now because we're not grading things. We're just giving feedback on things. But I thought it was interesting when I was reading this morning about the poet that was mentioned, the novel that was mentioned, the quote from the novel that was mentioned. So if you want to throw those in there, that'd be great. I also think the title, The Catcher in the Rye, is just such an interesting thing and would be great if you mentioned that a little bit. But if you don't have time in your video to get to that, that is fine. So this is like your final assessment on Catcher in the Rye. And it says it's your Friday video. I'm going to extend the deadline to sometime Saturday. I'll put that on the due date. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts, your ideas about the novel. Certainly you can say in there if you liked it or didn't like it or whatever. I'm fine with that as well. And look forward to hearing from you what you think about it. I do think next week we're going to start moving on TED Talks, and my Sunday night video will be focused more on that. If there are any questions, of course, email me, but I think most of your questions should be answered in this video. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.